Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Lindsay, and this is Life with Lindsay. Today, we have a post review to share with you. I'm very, very excited. But before we get into all of that, if you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Lindsay. I do mainly diamond painting content and some other crafting related content, and I would love for you to like, subscribe, hit the bell, hop aboard the Hot Mess Express. Let's all be friends. If you've been here before, hi, welcome. Thank you for coming back. So, this is Peony Elf. It is from Carat.Art, and the artist is Yaroslava Guskova. I am probably butchering that, and I do apologize in advance. This is a 55 by 58 centimeter square drill canvas with 61 colors, 9 of which are ABs. 9 ABs, you guys, and she is just laced and loaded with them. Okay, I am so excited to share this with you guys. Let me just show you guys all of these little details. The hair is stunning. It is strings of ABs throughout the hair. All of the flowers have ABs throughout them. They're gorgeous little peonies everywhere. This face, as I mentioned, this is Peony Elf. So she's got her little elf ears here. And then it looks like the little sunburst across her eye. There's some on her earrings. They're in a couple places. But we have... I don't know why I just said butt like that, you guys. I'm just like, I'm staring at her right now. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is as pretty close to perfection as I have dealt with in a diamond painting. The canvas was great. The drills were good. I mean, I have trash, and I'll share that with you guys. I had a couple there were some spots on the canvas. It's not sticky, so I'm not sure what that came from. Doesn't interfere, but if you guys can see, and I don't know if you can tell from that far away, these are very tight, which is fine. I know some people really, really like that. You can see there's like no glue hanging off the edge. She's gorgeous, you guys. Grab my little handy dandy notebook. Friendly reminder, when I share with you guys the details of how long it took and how many hours it took me, it is not because I'm trying to boast or that it's a competition. I'm just doing it because I keep track of these things for my own purposes. A lot of times I like to remind myself with my timer, like get up and move, or your feet are going to be really swollen kind of things. And I do keep track of it. For me, this one took longer than I expected. It was square. I knew it was going to be confetti heavy with 61 colors. I knew it. I did this little section down here to start on, and I used 58 of the 61 colors in this little corner here. But anyway, let's talk about this. I completed this in a total of 52 hours and 41 minutes over the span of 14 days. As I said, it is a 55 by 58 square, 61 colors, 9 ABs. Let me show you guys the drills. I hope that you guys are all having a lovely day wherever you are. I had more than enough drills. This entire row right here, these are all ABs. So you've got dark pinks, oranges, yellows, light pinks, brown, white, pink, tan, pale yellows, tons and tons. This was my biggest color. This was the background color. You can see I still have a significant amount. If you see these clumping, that's because I spent an hour placing drills to realize, not an hour, like 20 minutes, and then I realized I placed the wrong symbol. I just wasn't paying attention. And then I took them all off, and then when I put them back in, they're sticky. Nothing to do with the company. Here, I'll give you a better, like you can see, there's great ones left over. These are resin drills. If you don't know anything about this company, they are based in Germany. If you'd like to see the unboxing for this, I'm going to link that one up in the eye. Check that one out for information on the ordering process and shipping. It is based in Germany. The website defaults to German. It can auto-translate to English. But everything listed there is listed in euros. So for me, I am in the United States. I purchase things in US dollars. I did the conversion on Google. I just looked at what the conversion rate was and saw how much it cost. Please keep in mind, if you watch that video and you see I spent X amount of dollars and then you purchase this exact same thing and it cost a different price, the US dollar to euro rate or US dollar to any outside currency rate fluctuates daily. So you may end up paying a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on what the dollar conversion rate is that day. Once I checked out with PayPal, it did convert everything and asked me if I wanted to pay in euros or US dollars. I picked US dollars. But just keep that in mind if you are purchasing. The shipping on this was very expensive. It was FedEx. It did come within a few days. It was under a week that it got to me, and that was with like a 3-day delay. So I think it would have been here in like 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, if it not. Anyway, back to the drills. So I got lots and lots of drills here. You can see the color palette on this is beautiful. Lots of pinks and different shades of purples. Everything here is really muted and beautiful. I love the freckles across her face and on her shoulders. She definitely looks sun-kissed across the nose. The rendering on this, I thought the shading was done really, really nicely. The hair just knocked my socks off. I mean, and it goes from like the darker into the lighter because of the way the light would hit it. This is absolutely stunning. And the way the sleeves on her dress and the bodice, it just, everything about the way this came out blew my mind. Let me show you guys the trash. As I mentioned, this is a square drill kit, so you will have more trash in a square kit than you will in a round kit typically. And that's because it's harder to make something with 4 perfectly straight edges. But they did give you more than enough. I am not somebody who is super, super particular about trash. Now, keep that in mind. Sorry if my audio trails off. I'm trying to grab something off camera. Please keep that in mind that when I'm saying things here, that things I like or dislike, that you may have different thoughts and opinions. Everybody has different deal breakers in life. We also have different deal breakers when it comes to art. So here is the trash that I had, which pouring it into this tray really doesn't look like that much. There was a lot that had the holes in it. Some of the pieces that were connected, some with tabs. Like you can see this little random piece looks like a ghost. Some broken ones, things like that. This is all pretty typical and pretty normal for a diamond painting kit. A couple just random colors that were not the right colors. A couple ABs where the shiny part of the AB was on the rear side and not the top side. Do you see how shiny that was, like in the background? Look at the sparkle here. I know I'm doing this on purpose to blur out the background, but look at the sparkle on that, you guys. Whew! Haha! She is beautiful, you guys. There was one symbol complaint that I had, and it really wasn't even that much of a complaint. There was a star and then a star in a circle. So I just had to think which one I was doing as I was doing it. And I'd like to say, you know, everything here is pretty similar in color palette. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm looking for the purple one of this or the orange one of this. So everything was pretty similar. A couple times I confused myself with, I am missing a color because it is right here. And it was my own fault. Just telling myself there was a dash and a slash and just grabbing the wrong one. Again, that had nothing to do with them and the way they rendered it. Making a mess over here. But as you guys can see, there's lots and lots of drills left. I'd definitely be hanging on to these drills. The experience on this was really enjoyable. You guys, I mean, like when I tell you, like there is like no gapping. You can just see those ABs just sparkling throughout. This is a company, in my opinion, this is my first and only canvas that I've gotten from them. But in my opinion, this is super true to the original art. But this is not a company that just added in a ton of extra ABs to be like, look at us, we have 9 ABs in our kit. They were all rendered into it beautifully. All of the petals and the flowers and the hair have ABs throughout it. There are just a couple spots like in the eye and on the face, just a couple spots where it would naturally highlight the white throughout the hair. I think there was also the light yellow throughout the hair. Yep, I can see some down here. And then the different shades of brown and orange and pink in the flowers, in the center part, and in the petals. And it just gives it the depth and dimension. Dare I say this is one of, if not the most beautiful diamond paintings I have ever completed. And if you know anything about me, this is not my typical artwork. I love the big-eyed girl, so she falls into that category. But this is much more realistic looking than any of the ones I do. I love me some Simona Candini, Hannah Lynn, Jasmine Beckett Griffith, those kinds of big-eyed girls. I drool over them. There was something really magical about this image. When I saw it, I had to have it, and I worked on it. As soon as I unboxed it, I kitted up and started it right away. She was an absolute joy to work on. I have no issues with the drills not fitting, no popping drills, even though it is very snug. If you are somebody who you get frustrated because there's some gapping between your drills, keep in mind that over time, when the glue tightens, it will pull them in together. So one reason why some people get a little nervous when they're super snug is that when that happens, that usually leads to popping drills, or if you have a lot of really poor quality drills that don't fit nicely in, that could happen. I had no issues with that here. If you see a little bit of a crease through here, it's just because it was hanging off my table so I could finish it. I mean, I finished this last night and recorded it this morning, but I mean, you can see it's just lined with ABs over here. She is absolutely stunning, and I have zero complaints about her. Again, if you guys did not check out the unboxing, I've linked that one up in the eye. Please check that one out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know as well. But honestly, that's it, you guys. The glue was great. The canvas quality was great. The drill quality was great. It does have the seared and scalloped edges, so it's not going to fall apart on you. And as I mentioned, I had a couple spots where it looks like it would be adhesive, but it doesn't feel sticky at all. You could remove that if it bothered you with a little bit of acetone or nail polish remover. And then there's a discount code there. There are affiliates. I am not an affiliate with them. I couldn't tell you who they are, but they're out there. You can look on their social media. But she's gorgeous. You guys, look at this. I just can't. I can't get over how stunning she is. I don't have any of my diamond paintings framed, but part of me wants to get like a little one for this. There's a 70% off sale with Michaels right now, so I might have to check that out. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I feel like it was really short and sweet, which maybe you guys like, maybe you don't. But if you'd like to see more videos like this, or nothing like this at all, please make sure you give this video 2 thumbs up. One real life, one virtual. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Come, join the Sparkle Squad. While you're there, hit that notification bell. Yay. I do not operate on any sort of schedule. I operate on toddler standard time, and I record when my tiny human is sleeping, or like today, sleeping. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye, guys!